She said, stop asking women. I want to play it again. She said, stop asking women if they've been married to their baby daddies because it does not matter. What does them getting divorced have to do with you being married before you carry? And it does matter. They just think that it's, oh, just have a baby. And then y'all, you don't end up being with the child, you know, the child's father. Y'all, because y'all out here just hitting it and quitting it and you getting popped up. And that's it. And you just raising it by yourself thinking that that's a flex when it's not. And then you're complaining later on that your child doesn't have a father and you don't know what to do with them and all of this. And then when all the consequences start to show, now you're mad and angry and complaining still. So why not try to do the right thing first? But they don't think it's the right thing. They think it's okay. They've been hoodwinked into thinking that, oh, just go ahead and make babies. It's okay. I can do it by myself because we're in a modern world. Women don't care about being married anymore. So let's just do it. So that's the problem. That's the problem now. All these women complaining about single motherhood and it's not an issue. C-Sweet says husbands sound so much better than my opinion. Right. It does. It doesn't sound right when you're in your 40s talking about me and my baby daddy or my boyfriend. Like at that point, you should have a husband. That's the way it's supposed to go. But people are so outside of the order of things. They make it all make sense. Why? Well, you shouldn't be at 50 years old talking about my baby daddy is right outside. Like it just don't sound right. You know, I'm gonna leave that there. But it just you know, it's too much for some people. Just don't see it or they don't want to see it, and they just want to do what they want to do. And then when it's not working, I'm like this, look, do whatever it is you want to do. Because I'm not here to try to convince people or tell people to do what they don't want to do. Do what you want to do. But when you have certain consequences or outcomes associated with your choices, keep the same energy. It makes you look foolish to say you want this and then steadily complain about the outcomes and then talk about, oh, well, I wish somebody would have told me this was going to be like this. Well, people are telling you now, so there's no excuses. So when you realize that, stop. Don't be bitter. Don't be angry. Don't be mad. Just accept it and maybe do better. Make different choices from that point on and live your life. But a lot of times people don't think about the outcomes. You only think about what you want in the moment. It's a selfish mindset. You're not thinking about the potential or possible children. You're not thinking about anybody else but yourself. And in my opinion, I think when you choose to create a child by yourself, that's a really selfish act. In my opinion, you're not thinking about the child whatsoever. You're thinking about you, what you want, and that's it. I remember this lady. She was I can't think of her name for nothing, but she was I think a journalist. She put her career first. I forget her name, but she was on YouTube. She put her career first, and she didn't think that she would end up single as long as she was single. She thought in her younger years, she had time. She said this. She thought that she had time. She thought by the time she was 30 something or whatever, she would be married and have kids. But it didn't happen that way. She ended up being, getting to her 40s. She ended up losing her job. Had to move in with her parents. Never thought she would have had to do that. Moving with her parents in her 40s. No man or marriage or no prospects of that. And then it just wasn't happening. It's not what she thought her life would be. She thought it would just happen. She would get husband and children and it would just happen, but didn't realize that that's not what she prioritized. She prioritized her work. I mean, it's real common sense, actually. She prioritized her career and she did that and time passed and she realized, well, damn, I'm in my 40s. I don't have no man wants to marry me. I don't have no kids. It didn't work out. She lost her job, living with her parents, and then she got a child. She's a single mother in her 40s, but that's not what she wanted. That's what I'm saying. The way people think, they don't think about the future. You don't think it's going to go that way. You think that you have all the time in the world. Like I said, you think that, oh, it's just going to happen. Not realizing when you whatever you put the most attention to is what you end up with. So more of that is on your career, you get the career and you bypass the family because by the time you're older now, you don't have those kind of options. And so you're stuck. Now, then you have to make choices based off of that. That's just what it is. It's not rocket science. It's not a new phenomenon. So yeah, that's why I say, listen, if you want a family, prioritize your family first, work on that, prioritize that, get that. Because even if you want to just say you want to go to school, you can always go to school. You can always start a business. You can always do that. You can do that at any age. You can start a business at any age. It's not like your biological clock. It's a time frame on that. So to me, it make more sense if you want a family, work on a thing that you don't have a lot of time to do first. If you want to go to school later or start a business later, you can always do that at any age. There's people who start business at 50 years old, 60 years old. You can always do that. But having a baby at 50 and 60 is the possibilities are quite slim. So that's why I say you can have what you want, just not all at one time.